Well, howdy diddly dandy there. Jums, I've gone early just a little bit, just because there's some new patches just rolled out, and that's behind me on the screen here. Now, Sean and the Murrays just posted this up on the old Twitter space not so long ago. How long ago? Let's have a quick look-see. So this was about 50 minutes ago. So it was way before I put that I was going to be even streaming this evening. And there is a lot of bug fixes inside of here. Now, it hasn't updated for me on Steam today, so I'd imagine this is still in the wings to go live. But as you can see, there's a number of patches there, people, and some of them are to do with the expedition, some of them are to do with the actual Colossus, some to do with the gravity gun. There's a lot of fixes, so hopefully quality of life, bit of a tidy up. There's no real progressional blockers there really, overly. But what I'm not seeing in here at the moment is any fixes for the Xbox issues that are currently going on. So, yeah, a bit of a problem there. Right, well, let me just shut off old Winamp. So let's go on to here, let's close Winamp. And let's get into games, shall we? Because that's what you're here for, to see me hunt for some planets. Okay. Quick, Frez says, I'm here just for the song. What a banger. Yeah, I'm making those using AI, using something called Sono. It's just had version 5 implemented, and it's actually really quite good. I mean, I played about with it, I dabbled when it was version 3, but now it sounds more human than ever. It's only going to get better. That's a scary thing, and it's already freaking awesome, as you pointed out. Anyway, we're going to be searching for some flat planets, or flat-ish planets. Now, I'm hoping to share with you all the coordinates of the ones I find. I'm inside of my 905 hub area, so this is kind of my established area of space on the outer confines of space, and the 905 is an encompassment of the whole universe. You know, like in the lore, the Viking push the Sentinels back. Well, I'm kind of putting together like a little mini community in the 905 region of space to make sure that that stays in place. Now, what I'm looking for is, you can see here, this one's got 2 stars. If it's got 3 stars, there's a chance that it's going to have activated idiom. It's going to have like activated copper or whatever, activated something, which means lots of storms. So you want to look for ones that have got 1 star, really. And I'm looking for yellow systems predominantly, mainly because the yellow systems, I feel, are a little bit more likely to have the salvage scrap. Look, this one's only got two planets in there. You can tell how many planets there are by the holographic projection. There's only 2 in there. We're going to go there just on the off chance that they might have something. We've got an Abstract Badger in the house. Well, hello, Abstract Badger. Hello. And to my fellow Steve heads. How's it, everyone? Well, how do there, Abstract Badger? We've got Tricky. I know, what I call Tricky number 1 for like the last God knows how long. Hello there, Tricky I know. Welcome, welcome. I'm saying it now. Captain Steve needs a Christmas number 1 this year. Oh, that's an idea, isn't it? I can make a No Man's Sky themed one. How about that? Anyway, let's head on up the stairs to my base inside the back of my freighter, because I've got a scanner here that actively scans all the planets with a single press of a button. Salvageable scrap on a temperate planet. Nice. And we've got a star bulb world there. Now you can see there it doesn't say that it's got anything dodgy. I mean, this is another nice looking planet actually. The only thing with this one, it has got water. And that kind of breaks up the land masses. It does mean that things, when you do get to an island, are a little bit more condensed together. So hopefully you're going to find a scrap heap next to maybe a scrapping yard. Now we'll be giving out coordinates for each of these. And you know what? If you do want to come and join us at any time during this, I'm going to put that to enabled. Multiplayer is enabled, and I'm going to make it so anyone can join. Where is it? Can access group and friends. Okay, no one. Okay, that's a new option. Okay, how comes there's not invite only? Oh, can join my group anyone. They've moved it. It's been moved further down the list. Maybe I have had the update. Maybe it updated so fast I didn't even spot it. To be honest, I did go to use the loo while I was waiting for everything to get ready. Maybe it downloaded and installed in the time that I was gone. That's freaking mental. All right, okay, well, let's fly on out. Let's go down to that planet. I think I've got the update. Safety says, so far I didn't really enjoy the new update. It's weird. I didn't enjoy the expedition. Mainly because, you know, you're locked into it because of, well, I booted it from the main portal inside of the spatial anomaly. And I had to get it done before the weekend because I wanted to do the weekend mission in this save to get the Quicksilver. I felt rushed because of probably my own misunderstanding of how this expedition was going to be staged. I think I should I'm actually off tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. I might try and do a stream for a good 5 hours and see if we can do it on a fresh save with multiplayer turned on. Hello Games was quite proud to say this is going to take part on one planet and you're all in it together. Well, I played it with multiplayer off when I launched it from the console. I think maybe I should try playing it how Hello Games maybe intended it to be played. Oh my days. Well, this is not a flat planet by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't think anyone would want to drive a freaking exocraft down that. Heck no, that is not a contender. I won't be sharing that one out. So I think maybe if I play it again tomorrow, it might frustrate the hell out of me, but it's going to be bloody entertaining for everybody, isn't it? If I play it with multiplayer on, because I'm hearing there's all sorts of bases there now, trap bases even. I watch Good Guys Free warning people that there's lots of trap bases. I want to see how true that is. I want to go at it a bit. Maybe even deliberately go and visit some of the bases if I can, if they're in close proximity to where I spawn. Just to show, because I think Hello Games has put this expedition out all on one planet to sort of test to see how Light No Fire may function. And if it's not functioning right, they're going to want some sort of cases, aren't they? I think content creators like myself, we should at least give it a try. Oh, look, there's a green one there. I haven't been to many green ones. I tend to go to yellow. Let's just break tradition. Let's have a look at a green one quickly. Happy birthday, says Assassin's Life. Well, thank you very much, sir. I had water and a land planet. The yard and scrap was 1 hour away. Holy fudge, danger grows. You don't want that, do you? Heck no, you don't. That's not so good. I mean, my favourites are finding moons. Moons with scrap on. Oh, we've got Scott Gust in the house. Check out Scott Gust's channel, people. Scott Gust, awesome content creator. He plays about with a lot of mods. When I say plays about with a lot of mods, he actually makes them himself. And he's made some gnarly changes to planets. If you want to see what the Hello Games engine and No Man's Sky is capable of, check out Scott Gust, people. You'll be glad you did, honestly. I think you can just right-click him or click on him inside the chat and go to channel. We're going to go to a yellow one this time. And go there. And just hit that subscribe button. And then after this ends, hit up his channel and go check out some of his videos. He's freaking awesome. He's got a really nice, relaxing voice as well. Heck yeah. I have to ask, what's the closest distance you found between waste heaps and scrapyard? I found one less than 700 U's apart. I don't know whether I found one that close. The closest I found was about a minute and 58 seconds or something. Like a 2-minute drive. However far that is. Happy birthday for tomorrow, says Miyogi. Well, thank you, Miyogi. He dropped me £5 in real English monies. He put happy birthday for tomorrow, Captain Steve, and 70k. Hope you have a fun day. Well, thank you very much, Miyogi, buddy. That's very kind of you. Let's have a look, see what we've got out here. There's no salvage scrap there. Man, there's not even ancient bones. That's mental. Well, thank you very much, Miyogi, sir. Right, there we go. We've got Captain Steve Law. Oh, well, there we go. Hello, says Orange Plays. Well, hello there, Orange Plays. Okay, let's have a look around. That's 1 star, and it's got water. We'll go there and have a look. There you go. I'm playing the expedition now. The only problem I have is there's so many name tags around that you often can't see your destination. I think inside of these patches, they mentioned that they're going to shrink that down a bit. Because at the moment, you see the name, you see the platform, you see how far away they are, all sorts of stuff. And that the tags are quite large. I'm sure in the patch notes it said that they're reworking some of that. So maybe log out of your game, see if you've got an update. And if you have, that might have improved. Ancient Bones, Solarium, Frost Crystal, Copper, Fudge and Heck. Okay. All right, well, we carry on for carrying on. Normally, there's normally at least one planet inside of these systems. Was that once? No, that's 2-star. We're still in the 905. Yes, we are, but that's not. Oh, that was 1-star. But is it green or is it yellow? It's hard to tell because it's a green nebula. There we go. That's got dissonance. If there's scrap on a dissonant planet, I highly recommend avoiding it like the plague. Mainly because a lot of the dissonant planets have got gravitational storms. That said, one of my watchers, backers, George Hadley, I mean, he's playing on a dissonant planet, and he says it's the best planet he's found for scrap. So I should at least check it out. If it's got gravitational storms though, no, mate. Your waste starts floating away. It's freaking mental. You hit a slight lump and it all just gravitates out and flies out. It's not nice. Vile brood. We've got salvageable scrap on a decaying nuclear planet, but it's quite a large planet, that one. Salvageable scrap moon. That's what we're after. Copper, lovely. Oh, it's got dissonance on it. Hopefully it hasn't got gravitational storms. We'll go look at that one. But we'll probably go and look at that one as well because it's got salvageable scrap. There's 2 here already. Yeah, we've got 2 here. There's vile brood and all sorts going on there. That makes up for the shortage that we've had thus far, doesn't it? All right, well, let's go look at these 2. Hopefully one of them is going to be somewhat interesting. Now we've got Good at Game, also known as Damash Smash. Salutamondo. Well, salutamondo there, Damash. If you haven't checked out Good at Game, Damash and his other half, Madfish Magpie, they've got awesome channels going on over there, always doing something entertaining. I did lurk for a while last night. Madfish was doing a watercolour painting. I had to do a load of housework, so I couldn't tune in for all of it. I only saw the start. She had got one planet in one corner, one planet in another, and she was just filling in the space between when I tuned in. But yeah, always something interesting happening over there. So usually some crazy stuff going on as well. Damash is a cool individual. Go check him out. Yes, Peter Bogard. Oh, what a cool name. Isn't that from Fatal Fury? Bogard, Terry Bogard and Andy Bogard. Don't know whether it's spelt the same, but it sounds the same. If you want a flat planet, then try and find an airless planet with low gravity, normally flat. Yeah, I'm hoping that we come across something like that. Oh, this is a cool planet because you see these structures here, they actually give you sticky honey when you blow them up. Well, they used to. Come on, sticky honey. Maybe you have to mine them now. You used to be able to shoot them just using your ship and get sticky honey. These honey planets are quite rare. Let's just try it. Yeah, it still gives sticky honey, but you can't just shoot them anymore. Well, that's a shame. But this is quite a flat planet. This is nice. I like this one. Okay, chums, well, if you do want the coordinates for this one, there they are in the lower left corner of the screen. Sadly, I haven't really got anything that's going to let me zoom in onto all of that. I haven't set anything up like that. I'll try and do something like that for next episode, maybe. Like a little snippet camera or something. Yeah, might be able to do something like that. I'm trying to think of how I can do it, but that's a problem for off the stream. But anyway, you can print screen this, a little screen grab, and then zoom in yourself, you know, and crop it or whatever. But there you go, Euclid Galaxy. And this is in the 905. These are all going to be inside of my 905 region, hopefully. Let's bring in the Colossus. Let's have a quick look-see. So if I scan for waste heaps here, boom. Well, let's scan for one of those first. Let's fly on over. Let's just have a quick butchers, because I think this is going to be a good one. I mean, technically, I want to see if there's any sort of like gravitational storms, because that's going to make or break this planet. I mean, the last thing you want to do is have to wait for a gravitational storm to pass, right? Now, what I'm hoping to do is maybe name these planets after people inside of the live chat as well, if they haven't already been discovered by somebody else. Let's just fly on down and let's just see how close the nearest heap is to this one. This is reasonably good. You know, terrain-wise, this isn't bad. Okay. Let's have a look how close the heaps are. I mean, it's quite a large... Well, it's actually a moon, so it should be alright, shouldn't it? Waste heap detected. Lovely. How far are we talking for said waste heap? Dang it. I can't see my elliptical. I can't see my radial. 23 minutes, but I bet you inside of this... Turn. 9 minutes away. That's not too bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, especially when the terrain is like this. I mean, that's pretty darn flat, to be fair. Can you run these over and get the honey? Carbon. Yeah, you get the sticky honey for running these over, which is actually a pretty cool cooking ingredient to get. And look, we got some lovely like scrap there, the explosive scrap just sitting there. Yeah, this isn't a bad planet. I don't mind this planet. This planet's all right. It's got gravitino balls on the planet as well, so if you want to attract the Sentinels, you quite easily could. Not that you overly want to. I mean, it's a bit bumpy, but it's all right. It's okay. So there we go. There's our first contender. 10 minutes seems to be the average for me. What, for crashing or stuff like that? Yeah, what's going on there? My dissonant moon is called isotopic, and the red label is shards from a atlas. No gravity storms. Yeah, George, it sounds freaking awesome, mate. Our 18-year-old is also streaming now. Lovely to see you, buddy. Oh, okay. I did see that she had started a channel. I subscribed to a channel, but I haven't seen anything or had any notifications pop up. I think she done one where she was walking outside or something, 'cause shorts or something. But other than that, I don't think I've seen any actual gaming on there. And I can't remember her name. Rocking something? Summon Unicorn? I don't know. But anyway, if you want to put a link in the chat there, Damash, feel free to. Yeah, I'm always up for supporting a new content creator. Okay. Derek Williams. Hey, Captain Steve. Any idea as to when Xbox will get the patch? I'm having crazy trouble with my game crashing. Well, the funny thing is, I did show a post at the start of the stream. I've closed it now. But Sean Murray has said that there's a load of fixes coming out. They're currently sitting in experimental. But he said that there's going to be a few more fixes bolted onto that. Now, with all of the Xbox people reporting all these issues, I would like to think with a certain level of certainty that they will be slipping in the Xbox fixes into that patch list. It's not in there at the moment on experimental. But, you know, most of the stuff that goes into experimental is being experimented by Steam players. So sometimes they do put stuff in for console as and when it goes over to all platforms. So I would like to hope, I'm going to say I'm 90% there that they're going to have the actual fixes in by this Friday. I think everything that you're experiencing on Xbox right now will be squashed. And I feel fairly confident in that, mainly because of Hello Games' track record for... oh, I better go into the Discoveries page and name that planet. And we haven't looked at the other one yet. So can I name this? Yes, I can. So I'm going to call this one. Who was first inside of my live chat? Let's have a little scrolly up on the old scroll wheel. I'll go press that to scrolly up. Okay, scrolly up. It was Kiwick Frez. Okay, let's click back over here then. Kiwick. He was only here for my freaking music. He gets a planet after him. There you go, Kiwick Frez. 967. Boom! There you go. Immortalised. And before we do go on, we ought to go look at that other planet. Let's go look at this one. This one's already been renamed, and it's called Croix Town. You know what? I won't bother going to look at that other planet since it's already been discovered anyway. We'll just press on. We'll see what else we can find. Also, it's got water, so it's not really great to have water on these planets, is it? So let's scroll it back over here. Okay, Cosmic Rowboat. That's it. Ah, cool. I knew it was something odd. All right, here we go. Let's have one over here. Cosmic Row. That's going to take a long time to get across the cosmos in a rowboat, but it's something that you can kind of envisage in your head, can't you? All right, there we go. We go here. Viking. It's also got water. It's got 1, 2, 3 planets and 1 moon. Let's just hope that the moon is the salvageable scrap here. Oh, yes. Jafar, Jafar! Hello, hello, hello. Well, hello there, mate. Hello. We've got eloquent sarcasm. Parched planets seem to be the best for me, at least. Very little clutter, and the terrain seems a lot flatter. Yeah, another type that you've got to kind of steer clear of are the lush planets that are covered in shrooms. If the shrooms are quite low and the caps are level with the top of your flatbed, they just scrape all your frickin' stuff off. It's a git. Oh, look at that. I said I was hoping it was the moon, and it is the moon. The moon. We'll be going to the moon. Yes, we will. Oh, yeah, right. So is there anything else in this system? Oh, that was a dead planet. That would have been cool if it was, wouldn't it? What's this one anyway? Yeah, cost fair enough. Oh, look, this Star Bramble one's also got salvageable scrap. But look, it's got magnetised ferrite and water. That's two things going against it. Okay, so we're going to go to this one. Let's hope that it hasn't got mountains. Let's hope that it's a contender as being a good planet for scrap. Let's go, let's go. Well, at least we found one this stream. We've been mildly successful. And the fact that it's got sticky honey all over it, I think is a bonus and a half. Especially if you're into cooking, which, let's face it, who is? But after they've added this whole garbage disposal man update into it and added like a little bit of profession there, who's to say that they aren't going to add in some sort of cooking job type profession thing? Maybe they could tie that. Where exactly am I going? I don't see a moon all the way over here. Is this marker even tied to anything right now? I don't think I'm... Oh, yes it is. There it is. That's a teeny tiny moon. Okay, right. I don't think I've ever gone to a moon that's been obscured by its icon before. Hopefully everything here is going to be super compact right next to each other. Heck yeah. Okay, this could be an interesting one. Heck yeah. Awesome. Well, we get down on this. I'm very interested to see this one now. Cool, yeah. Cosmic Robot, brand new streaming. There you are, people. Go check her out. Seems like a lovely lady. Especially since she's related to Damash. Yeah, let's head on down. This is tiny. You can even see the curvature. And look at it. It's covered in weird trees. Alright. I'm liking it at night. It's almost got a bioluminescent quality to it. Oh, it's got very aggressive wind sounds. Right, before I actually do anything on this, I'm going to call in the actual Colossus. And we're going to see what's destructible and what isn't. I like the wind sounds. Let's have a look at what this looks like in the daytime. Oh, actually, that's an interesting planet. When you've got interesting planets like this, it does make it a heck of a lot more interesting, doesn't it? Actually driving around, you don't get so bored as much. All right, so that's destructible. It's got quite a lot of potholes, though. I'm getting jiggity-pokadied around a lot. It's not very flat. Oh, you cannot mash down these trees. But it's not like you're going to miss them. They freaking glow in the dark. Alright. Okay. Actually, the terrain's not too bad. And we're not seeing mountains. We're not seeing stupid-ass hills everywhere. Oh, God, there's a hole in the ground there, though. And because of these trees, I might not be able... Oh, there we go. I snuck through there. Alright. Well, this isn't bad. It's not the best, because there's holes everywhere. And night is very night-timey. But at least you've got some glowing trees. This isn't bad. I like this one. Okay, right. So, here we go. Let's name this then. Let's see. Who was next in the old stream? You know what? Rather than see who was... I'm going to go with who's in now and watching. Okay, so I'm going to call this one NMS, after No Man's Sky. NMS is my little area. Oh yeah, NMS 905. It's NMSA 905. I forgot my own hub name, people. It's been that long. And I'm going to call this... Oh, there's one of my members there, so we call it after them. Oberon KC. Oberon KC, welcome. Yeah. I hope you're having a good day. I am Oberon. Heck yes. There we go. Oberon KC. Right, so we got that locked in. And I'd imagine, because it's quite a small planet, I bet you the heaps here are going to be extremely close to the sorting centre. I'd be surprised if it isn't. In fact, I bet you this isn't driving. 4 minutes driving distance. Well, let's see what the terrain's like. Let's freaking powerhouse it across the freaking terrain, shall we? Let's see how many holes I freaking fall in. I'll tell you what, let's go straight line. Straight line. Let's have a look. How many holes I fall in. As soon as I fall into a hole, I'll do the rest on foot or by ship, depending on how far away I am. Yeah, we're just going to go in a straight line. Kamikaze mode. Alright. I might have to dodge a few trees. Otherwise, we're going to come to a screaming halt. But pretty much, other than dodging trees, straight line. Well, I have to say, the terrain is very pit-holed. This is like driving in England on some of our nicest of roads. I don't know why we pay frickin' tax over here for our roads. They're frickin' horrendous. I had to take my mum over to Desborough today, which is from Northampton. It's what? Normally a 35-minute drive. It took me 50 minutes to get there and back because of the amount of potholes and roadworks and diversions going on. Mental. And temporary traffic lights. Wasn't good. But there you go, we're nearly there already. Not far to go at all. I was hoping that daytime would roll around. It will in a bit. Probably by the time we get there. We'll see what this planet looks like in the day without using camera mode, maybe. Come on! I am hitting the jump button from time to time. But I actually like this planet. This planet is quite nice. Woohoo! Says Oberon. I guess. Toot toot! Now, inside of the recent patch notes, it did say that they've added a sound effect to the toot toot emote. And I've got the toot toot emote. But all they've done is they've actually just added the sound of, like, lever, like creaking, like for an arm movement. They haven't actually added in toot toot! Which is a bit of a shame, because that would be a very World of Warcraft if they did. You know, they've got that emote in World of Warcraft. When I played it on the trial period, the amount of people I saw collecting mushrooms just go nat, nat, nat. Every time they pick mushrooms, oh, it done my nutting. Let's have a look at that emote anyway. Is it right at the very end? There it is. That's all it does, like little creaky noises. Creak, creak. It doesn't do a toot toot. Sounds like I broke wind in a very sort of like I'm not supposed to break wind fashion. Okay, right. Well, we've arrived located here. Let's scan where the heaps are then, shall we? Bum 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 bum. Diddle 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 diddle. My God. Okay. Right. Well, the heaps are in walking distance. 13 minutes. It's probably going to be half that in a truck. So let's just turn around. Zoom, 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 zoom. 5 minutes. 5 minutes in truck. 5 minutes as the truck flies. The trucks don't fly, Steve. Heck no, they don't. Maybe as an African swallow flies, it'd probably be even half that again. Which brings me on to something, people. You can actually do something a little bit gnarly. If you have a flying pet, right? So if I call in, I don't know, something that lots of people have got. Have I got any beetles? I don't think I've got any beetles. I want something that flies relatively slowly. I haven't got much that flies relatively slowly. Okay, this could be fun. Right, let's see. Oh God, I've got the wrong multi-tool on, haven't I? But if you pick up something and then manage to get on your pet, you can actually fly while this is still gravitated on you. Let's see if I can call my pet. Come here. Come on, pet, where are you? Yeah, you need a slower flying freaking creature than that. Let's go for him. Yeah, I want to ride. Ah, no. This is something that somebody told me in my comments. I haven't actually done it myself yet. But they said you can ride a flying pet and carry one of your things. But you can't use your multi-tool. So, and to interact with your pet, it comes up with a menu. So I don't think that's true. I'm calling BS on that one. Well, I thought I'd give it a try and try it live. This is why I usually try things offline. But anyway, here you go. Here's the planetary coordinates first. Let's put the sun in the sky, because it is quite a nice looking planet. There you go, people. Down in the bottom left corner are the coordinates there. Assassin's life capped I'm there, but I can't see you. Well, we have had this a lot of times inside of No Man's Sky. I mean, my options are set that you should be able to. It's enabled, and can join my group is set to anyone. If you go from the main title screen, you might see my instance listed, and you might be able to get here. But there's no guarantee, is there, you know, inside of No Man's Sky. Oh, well, the sun's just coming up just as we're about to leave, by the looks of things, people. It is quite a nice planet, though, and we've already named this one Oberon C. Very nice, very nice. All right, well, let's go see if we can find at least another one in this stream, people. I've given you 2 good ones so far, though. Both of those had under 10-minute travel time from one destination to another. Not bad. Nice flat landscapes, and they're interesting. Look at all this smoke coming up, all these smoke pillars. What an interesting planet that is. Okay, there you go, people. Now, there is another lush planet in here that gives lush, which has scrap, but it had the storms, and it also had water. So I'm not going to bother with that one. We're going for the best of the best, the cream of the crop. But I'm doing this mainly to show you guys in the viewerverse that there is a lot of planets out there that are good for scrap hunting if you want to get all the different cosmetics. I've unlocked all the cosmetics now. If you get caught in a hole, jump out, resummon the exocraft anywhere you want. Yeah, but then if you have got anything on the exocraft, despawning it and respawning it, all the junk falls off. So if it's in, you're going to have all the junk inside of the hole. And if you've got like 30 pieces of scrap, you could be there for some time fishing it all back out. It can be quite a pain if you fall in a hole. On the expedition, I was taking a little remote beacon with me everywhere I went. And from the back of that, I was just, every time I crashed, I just done a reload. And I was putting it down every 2 minutes of travel, just in case I fell in a hole or something. Oh, Bobby has got his gaming PC. Congratulations there, Bobby. Bobby streams over on Twitch, but he also has a YouTube channel. Check out Bobby, because hopefully he'll be doing some content in near new days. He's a lovely guy, is Bobby. Used to join me on the weekend missions a lot before he started working nights. Okay, what have we got over here? Ancient Bones, Star Bramble, Ancient Bones. Ah, there's not one there. Damn you. Okay, alright. I was trying to think of what other professions could they tie to different vehicles inside of the game. And I don't think there's many vehicles that look like they could have a professional type function in the same way that we have with the Colossuses. I mean, I could be wrong. Sound of in the comments. Can you think of anything? I mean, we've got one that looks like a motorbike, which maybe they could add, like, you know, like they've done Joe Danger with all the stunts and you do flips and stuff like that. If they gave us a load of stunt parts and we could make our own stunt courses and then we could use those bikes, that'd be pretty darn freaking sweet, wouldn't it? Maybe if they gave us a special base computer just limited to track parts, maybe we could make something a little bit bigger. Almost remake Joe Danger in No Man's Sky. If they gave us all the parts to do that, that'd be freaking awesome. Okay, no, nothing there. Okay, we'll try again. We'll re-roll that dice. Let's see if we can find another place that's nice. Well, it's not really finding something that's nice. It's finding something that's not nice, but just flat, isn't it? Right, well, this has got dissonance. Let's go there. Let's have a look-see. Jason Plays just dropped a video with a base right next to a facility and heaps about 5 minutes away as well. Oh, nice, eloquent sarcasm. That's what I was hoping to find inside of the stream, to be fair. Something like that, anyway, that, you know, I could just gift to you guys. Mainly because I've already unlocked all my titles. I'm just trying to do something cool for you. But I found two nice contenders. Not as nice as what Jason has found there. So be sure to go check that out. The only trouble is, with it being in a stationary video that's a short period, I'd imagine a load of people are going to watch that, and before you know it, you're going to have millions of people there. Whereas at least with this live stream, I think it's only going to be the people that are watching now. Oh, God, there's 84 people watching. Okay, well, maybe there's going to be the same problem with this then. And maybe there might be a lot of people making a beeline to these right now. Well, that one looks like it's got water. It's also got magnetized ferrite and dissonance. It's got a lot going wrong for that one. So this is the sort of one that I'm going to go for, salvageable scrap. We're going to go for this. But what I'm trying to get across with this video is it doesn't matter where you are in space. I'd say maybe 4 in every 10 that you scan are going to have salvageable scrap and are going to be pretty suitable contenders in yellow systems. When you start going out of yellow systems, if you go to green, blue or purple, there's a good chance they're going to have crazy terrain all over the freaking shop, mate. Whereas yellow systems are pretty tame. Go to yellow systems. Yellow systems are your friends, and go for ones that are 1 star, like I'm doing here. That's the main takeaway of this video. Yellow star systems with 1 star on the economy. They got less chance of storms, and hopefully you're going to find little moons like this, or little planets like this, that have got salvageable scrap, and hopefully they're going to be flat as a pancake. Talking of pancakes, we've got Pancakes Day coming up soon. I like Pancakes Day, because why? I like a good pancake, especially with a bit of lemon jiff on it, and a sprinkle of sugar, and maybe even a little bit of, I don't know, something else, like, I'm trying to think what that squeezy stuff is that you put on pancakes. It's like a syrup, a golden syrup, a little bit of golden syrup sometimes. Hold on, this looks like it's got freaking water on it. Has it got water? It didn't look like, oh, it has got water. I thought that was cloud cover. It has got some water on this planet, chums. But that does mean that it's going to condense things down on the islands. But it might mean every now and again you might have to cross a body of water. And I've not tried crossing a body of water inside of an exocraft, inside of the freaking Colossus, especially with scrap on the back. What happens to the scrap on the back of a Colossus if you drive through water? Shall we find out, chums? We're going to find out. We're going to go do that. It's a voyage of discovery with Captain Steve. Yes. I have not tried driving through water. Oh, hold on. Have we just gone and found ourselves a freaking scrap site just without even scanning? I think we freaking have. Awesome. Okay. Why 1 star, says Oberon KC? Because if it's got 2 stars or more, you're going to get things like the activated copper and the magnetized copper. The better economies, you're going to get the better resources. Those better resources usually only turn up on planets with more hazardous conditions. So the 1 star is going to give you less of those. I mean, look, this planet here, it's got hardly any storms. It's got some storms, but it hasn't got the extreme storms. So that's why you go for the 1 star. Okay, here we go. Let's bring this in. Boom. Let's grab some scrap. We're going in the drink, chums. We'll have you. And we'll have one of you. Yeah. Okay. Damn this freaking vault being in the way. Right, I think 2 bits of scrap is a decent enough test. Right. Let's drive through the ocean. Arabian Adobe. Alright. Well, even getting down to the ocean's going to be a fun one. Look how steep this is. Alright, we've got a bit of an incline here. We'll take this in. Okay. What's going to happen? Is it going to float away? Okay. It looks like you can drive through the ocean with scrap. I thought it was going to float off. It didn't. I need to get uphill, though. Come on. You can do it, little guy. Go on. Heck yeah. Okay, let's try and get back onto land. You know what? It's not as actually as bumpy underneath the water. You can get away with a bit more. Lovely jubbly. Well, there's an experiment. It's freaking slow, though. This is like a slug on sticky back plastic. Okay. Well, there we go. I think that's a test. That's not a bad test, is it? But I wouldn't say this is the best planet. It's not the worst planet. There's the coordinates if you fancy it. But I wouldn't. Out of the three so far, this has been the worst planet. But anyway, let's get this one named. Slow Alpha. Well, that was freaking slow. NMSA. 905. Boom. And then somebody's name. Okie dokie. We're going to go with... La Balala. Fudging heck. Okay. Why did I choose this name? Well, I chose it because it's got a member tag next to it more than anything. There you go. 905. There you go. I probably butchered your name, but you know. How the fudge did you come up with that name? Did you get like I don't know, an infant, like a 3-year-old to give you a name or something? Yeah, I'm trying to say grandpappy or something. Right, here we go. Let's go and bring in the freaking plane. Lovely jubbly. Or are you a fifth Teletubby? Like maybe a hybrid of all of them put together. That would make perfect sense then. Okay, now we know the Colossus is aquatic. It's very semi-aquatic. I didn't expect that to work either, Pharaoh of Euclid, to be fair. I thought everything was going to float away. What's the biggest amount of scrap you've hauled so far that you've counted? On my weekend mission, on Friday, oh, you got to watch it back. After we do the weekend mission, we actually did like a little competition. Who could get the most scrap? And I got something like, I think it only gives you 10 per scrap, right? So I had 440 scrap. So I think that's 44 bits of scrap on my Colossus. But we had 10 minutes to get as much scrap as we could in one haul, back and counted. And Sir Ominous Gaunt was still going over the 10-minute mark. So we added a bit of danger in. We decided that we were going to take Sir Ominous Gaunt out. So I flew over with some rockets and blew him to smithereens. You see the rockets clip the back of his Colossus, and all sparks fly out, all flames, and his whole Colossus jots to the side. He's like, oh my god. Oh, I hadn't laughed so much for ages. I didn't think it would allow us to do that, but oh my days. It was so funny. I was laughing for a good, 10 minutes. Oh, so funny. And even when I went downstairs, I was making a cup of tea for Ivy. Oh, look at this one. This one hasn't got no water. Doesn't say dissonant. Let's hope this one's an airless. That'd be cool. But I was making a cup of tea and I was still giggling to myself. I kept thinking about it. I kept laughing. And Ivy was like, what? And I said, watch this. And I put on the stream and I showed her. And she said, you ought to clip that, make a shorter video. So I did. There's a shorter version on my YouTube channel. Just hit Captain Steve's recent videos. You'll find it there. Oh, man. I was laughing so much I was actually off camera laughing. I was doubled over laughing. Freaking mental. It was so fun. We're going to be doing that next Friday. Well, this Friday coming. We're definitely going to be hitting that up again. Okay, salvageable scrap on a boiling doom planet. But you see there, it's got activated copper. Activated copper. That's got storms. Normally these 1-star systems have got less chance of having the activated materials because they are a higher class, higher value material. Oh god, I missed the other two. What we got there? Damn. Well, we have got this one. Now, although it says activated storms, let's see how frequent they are. I mean, sometimes you go down there and the storms are really... It's got firestorms, which could be a pain in the freaking backside. But we'll go down there and have a look, because it's not got any water. And it's not the biggest of planet. And it's also got rings, which makes it interesting anyway while you're on there driving around. It can make for some nice skyboxes. It can make for some nice photographic moments. Let's just hope that it's got really flat landscape. If it's got really flat landscape, even if it has got firestorms, you can kind of deal with that, right? Let's have a look. As long as they're not overly frequent, we'll be all right. The fact that it's called Boiling Doom, though, the name kind of suggests that it's not going to be a friendly planet. Oh, I can see why it's called Boiling Doom. My ship's already on fire. Oh, God. It's actually an overgrown, infested planet. Now, I haven't tried driving on one of these, and I don't think I want to be honest, because it's got all these worm burrow nests. When you're driving past those, they're going to be spitting freaking acid and shite at you. No, thank you. No. No, that'll be the stuff of nightmares. We definitely don't want to be giving that planet to somebody unless they're a glutton for pain and torture. Then, by all means, I'll tell you what, there you go. If you do fancy a nightmarish experience and you just want to make a funny video, that might be the place to do it. There you are. But that is not for me. No, thank you. I'm off. Let's get back to our freighter and let's look for something better than that. I guess. It's not that. Well, that's going to be an easy task, to be fair. I hauled 42 pieces yesterday. I'm very, very proud of myself. You should be very proud of yourself. That is really, really good. I only beat that by 2, you know, so there we are. So that is pretty darn freaking special, to be honest. Yeah. Lovely. Well, to raise a family. No, really? Just build a nice little cabin. Just tuck in. No, thank you. If Ivy sees how the captain treats his chums, she might call off the engagement. Oh, she thought it was bloody funny as well. Well, there we go. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Oh, look, there's a pirate system there. I don't think I've tried looking for haulage and scrap in a pirate system. Is there a chance you're going to get shot by pirates while you're doing it from the air? Maybe. Well, let's do a scan. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see, shall we? Bro, that lit ha just off the top of my head for that one. It's from South Park. Is it from South Park? I did not know that. Okay, I've watched a lot of South Park, but to be honest, once it moved over to one of those Paramount, wasn't it? It moved to Paramount. After it moved to Paramount, I've already got so many streaming services. I don't want to pay for another one. So to be fair, we want one of these that's got salvage on it. I want to see what an airless world is like with salvage. Yeah, I haven't watched South Park for a good number of years. I want to watch that one, Into the Matrix or whatever it is, you know, where they all get replaced by like DEI hires or something. I think that one looks freaking hilarious, but I want to see the full episode. I've only seen clips. And what I have... Oh, we've got out the 905 there. We want to get back into the 905 and go back this way. So, yeah, I really would like to see that one. The Pandaverse. Enter the Pandaverse. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. I do really like it. I tried watching an episode or two because there was a few full episodes on YouTube. I started watching a couple with Ivy and she was like, why are you watching this cartoon? I was like, South Park, Ivy. It's like, no, turn it off. Oh, God. Yeah. The only one I can really get away with watching every now and again, cartoon-wise, would be something like Dragon Ball Z, because she used to watch that when she was a kid as well. But she's not really into South Park, and she never really got on board with South Park. Salvageable scrap. It's got activated copper. I don't think it's worth looking at that. It's also got water. So we give that one a hard miss as well. Hard pass on that one. But I would imagine that you guys are getting the gist now of what to look for out here inside of the verse from what I'm doing, yeah? Well, there's another one there. It's pirate. I would like to... Is that the same one I looked at earlier? I don't think it... The chances of that would be freaking slim, wouldn't it? I was hauling through a combined meteor storm and electrolyzed local storm. I didn't have any explosives on me, but it wasn't fun. That sounds like seat of your pants moment, mate, That's freaking mental. No Corvette ship. Well, you can't haul inside of your Corvette ship. I've got, 4 or 5 Corvette ships. The only reason I'm flying down in this ship is because it's quicker to get in and out of. You know, if I was actually playing and I wasn't streaming and I was trying to make, my life more interesting, then I'd use my Corvette because it's more immersion. But because I'm just giving out planetary coordinates, I figured I'd just get the ship that's the quickest to get in and out of. But yeah, I've got a whole load of Corvettes, and I've done videos on how I've built my Corvettes. I've got one that's in the shape of a snail, and I've got another one that's in the shape of a scorpion. I enjoy building Corvettes. Samuel or Tess, I've got a few. I've got one that I've tried to build and make it look like a regular fighter. I'm hoping to find at least one more planet before we end off. I like to keep my streams under an hour, so we're approaching that at the moment. At the start of the stream, I did show that there were some patches incoming right now. Did I even scan these? God, I didn't scan them. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back upstairs and scan them quickly. Sweet! Yeah, I can't really showcase my Corvettes inside of here, can I? We need bigger areas so we can actually see all of our Corvettes inside of our hangars. It would be quite a good place to showcase other people's as well, I'd imagine. But then again, not if we can't see each other's freighters. That's got magnetized ferrite, but it has got salvageable scrap. We could look at that one. Is there any others? Fungal mold, activated copper. Nope. I really want to find one of those sort of planets that's got salvageable scrap. We've got one of these. Touch 55. Okay, let's go down and let's touch land on that one. And let's see what that one's like. Do you think it'd be possible to make a Corvette where you can pull your Colossus that's full of scrap on it and then fly back up to the scrapyard? I think the only way to do that is to, you know, the Colossus landing, the actual bays, the Colossus Bay. If you could put the Colossus Bay inside there, summon your Colossus and then load all the scrap onto the bed of the Colossus while it's actually on its bay, maybe. If you tried to drive the Colossus just onto a giant Corvette that's also a base, it just clips through, it falls through. So that's why I'm saying try it with the Colossus Bay there, because that's the way that you can get different exocrafts into the spatial anomaly. In fact, Professor Cynical did a good video today where he tried exactly that and he couldn't get it to work. I think if there is a chance of it working, that would be the way to do it. I'm trying to find this bloody marker. Oh, there it is. Must have been obscured by my freighter. Or just me being a pleb. One or the other. Right, we've got Dr. Pong that's doing a flex. A membership flex. 54 months. Bork. Noodles. I still Pong's phone. Pong no gives me food. Send noms. So Noodle is Dr. Pong's dog. And Dr. Pong does content and does gaming videos over on the Tube of You, right here on YouTube. Go hit them up. She's got a lovely channel. And got a lovely little dog called Noodle, I guess. Spectre says, I saw someone else try to do that. The whole Colossus just slipped through the ship. It was probably Professor Cynical. He's done a video earlier today, testing all sorts of weird stuff. He's done some weird tests. I really like Professor Cynical's channel for weirdness. He always does things completely out of the box and gnarly stuff. Odd things. Yeah, there's not another No Man's Sky creator like Professor Cynical. He's quite unique. Oh yeah. Yeah, Professor Cynical tried. There we go. Mike UK's chimed in with the same thing. Oh, wow. This is a proper Dune-esque planet, isn't it? And it's got like these bone structures sticking out the ground. Oh, I like this with all the dust and that. This is going to look cool driving a Colossus across this. Okay, so right now, this is the storm. This is the level of storm that you get. It just said the storm is clearing. Let's see if it looks as cool without the storm. But with that storm, that looked freaking very atmospheric. This could be an interesting one to drive on. Let's give it a go. I'm just going to drive on it first before I get too excited about it. I mean, it is very... You're going to have to plot your course on this one. You're going to have to think about it a bit. But it's got butterflies on here, little rams. It's got all these bone-like structures. I actually like this. I mean, it's probably not the best one to unlock all your titles on. But, you know, just for, like, salvaging the normal scrap, getting your 200 scrap. I mean, that could be quite boring otherwise, couldn't it? I mean, all you're doing is you're looking for the little green canister icons, right? Which, right now, I see frickin' none of them. Have I landed on the right planet? Yeah, I have. Oh, there's a green canister right there. Alright, let's go get a green canister. Let's see how long it stays on the back. And I'm not going to drive too carefully. We'll see how we get on. Right, Cube, you're going on there. I find standing on top of your truck, like up here, works so much better than being down on the floor. You can just plonk. Now, I saw Craze Gaming doing this. The first place I saw this being done was on Craze Gaming's channel. And I was like, oh my god, that is probably one of the best tips ever. And he just did it like it was common. He didn't even mention it as being a decent tip. He was just like, yeah, pick up the scrap and put it in your truck. I was like, that's genius. I had it in my tips video. Heck yes, I did. Oh my god, that's a sheer drop. All right. Well, I said I'd be doing a bit of crazy driving, but not that crazy. Yeah, this is all right. It's not too bad. I've been on worse. Let's put it that way. Oh, it's got little bugs on it too. Oh, aren't they cute? Okay, final test. Let's have a look at the scrap yard then. How far away we got to take this? 16 minutes away. Alright, it might not be the best planet, chums. But look, I've got some scrap on there right now. I'll recall my exocraft when we get there. And you see what I mean. It's going to fall on the floor here, where I left off. But you know what? I think this planet is an interesting planet. It's got some crazy terrain. It's not going to be easy. But it could be quite interesting. If you want a mild challenge, I mean, I wouldn't say this is impossible. I'd say this is going to... I think that's going to be a fun one. A fun one. Maybe with mild frustration. I would say it's almost equal to or akin to maybe the expedition planet. I mean, we've had two better ones than this already if you just want to unlock your parts. But I think if you're just going around collecting the green canisters and going for the scrap items, not the special scrap items, this would be a really fun planet to do that on. Well, saying that though, the green canisters on this planet, they're not vast in quantity, are they? I mean, look, there's one over there, 200 years away. I think you're going to have your work cut out for you if you do choose to come here and do it. Right, well, let's have a look how close the nearest scrap heap is. I call my... Look, see, it's empty. Nothing in the back. I've had a few people saying, well, just fly there and resummon it. It doesn't work. Hello Games have thought of everything on this one. I was on a planet last night that the first junk heap was on the plateau. There was a significantly sheer drop with no way down. Just irritating. I suppose you could roll all the scrap down the side and then bring your exocraft in next to where you rolled it all to. Oh, that's not bad. That's 6 minutes away on foot. How far away is that in my truck? 2 minutes away. Shall we give it... I would say I'd give it a go, but I'm right on the cusp of the hour mark. But I think that would be fun. This actually feels like a fun planet, you know? It's a bit of a challenge. Right, so if you want the coordinates for this one, there they are, down in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, people inside the viewerverse. So be sure to go check that one out, I guess. Lovely jubbly. And this one, let's pop on over. And let's rename this after somebody in the stream. NMSA 905 dash, and I'm going to call this one Mike UK. Mike UK is a very common person inside of my chats. He's an awesome guy. Mike UK 666. There you go. Thank you very much. Well, there we go, people. I'm probably going to end off now. Now, I'm probably not going to do many more of these sorts of streams of finding these planets, because I'm fairly sure and fairly confident that people are going to be, from the back of this, able to find their own. I've given you my bestest tips on how you guys out there in the viewerverse can find your own planet just like this and just like the others. Yellow star systems with 1 star on the economy are your best bet. So you just need an economy scanner installed to get the advantage of that. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quit out of here, quit to desktop, boom, and over on my Steam page, I'm just going to see when this last updated. So if I go to properties and update, has it just updated today? Latest build, February 16th. Yeah, that's today. And it was at 3:46. It was when I booted up my PC and set it up the stream on my last coffee break at work. Ah, my days. So it did update, and it must have been quite a small update. I didn't even see it. I've got a couple of updates queued for other games, but yeah, I didn't even see that had happened. There you go, chums. I am on the latest patches, that ream of patches that I showed earlier on. But anyway, people, that's everything that I've got for you. Until next time, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Oh, don't forget the last Twitch streams. Oh yeah, over on Twitch you can get Twitch drops. All those Twitch drops are things that they're semi-rare, but I'm not really overly fussed whether I have them or not, so I won't be watching. But by all means, head on over, support your best creators over there, and get your Twitch drops. Until next time, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again.